now, and the integrity of the country's judiciary has again been called into question. This follows a damning report by the former State Security Agency Director General, Thembisile Majola, implicating judges of alleged corruption. Now, the UDM leader, Bantu Holomisa, says the explosive claims cannot be ignored. Well, he joins us now after having written to the chair of the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence in Parliament to probe the claims that are contained in this report. Mr. Holomisa, let me thank you very much for your time. Let's be perhaps circumspect as we deal with this, because you are saying that you've written to the chair of the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence to not only authenticate but also investigate the contents of what you describe to be an explosive report. Have you received any responses yet from that committee?
Still too early. I sent the report yesterday afternoon. I guess the committee then, or the secretariat, will be meeting the chairperson or informed him wherever he is, and should be getting an acknowledgement at least today or tomorrow.
Yeah. The author of this report is the soon-to-be former State Security Agency Director General, Thembisile Majola. My understanding is that tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 30th, well, no, not quite the 30th. So tomorrow is the 29th, and so it should be Thursday, that is the 30th of November. That should be her last day in office. Have you contacted her to find out if indeed this is a report she drafted?
I did not do that. That is precisely why I used the word purportedly written by her. The onus is on the State Security, the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence, to verify the authenticity of this, authenticity or otherwise, of this report. They are relevant people who can call her or call the minister responsible to come and account. But if you read the report, as I've done, maybe you will have fortune. You'll be fortunate. Maybe the committee might want to publish it and so on, in the interest of the public.
Yeah.
So to read it, I take my hat off to the guy or person, whether it's her or whoever who drafted it, is well documented. She seemed to have done her homework, if it's her. And what I like about the report is that it makes references. It gives you an opportunity to be relaxed and easy to verify the contents of what she has raised. So if the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence is going to do its work, and let's say she says, yes, she knows about the report, then it would be easy for the investigation, because the terms of reference are more or less there, and it gives you references and dates and years and personnel who are involved.
You obviously are not going to tell us how you got to be in possession of this report, because you say yourself that you were given this report anonymously, and as you describe it, your description of it is that it contains, and I quote now, damaging assertions that could affect the integrity and reputation of South Africa's judiciary. Without getting into specifics, how compromising is this report on the judiciary?
Well, if what is written there, it says a lot. And whoever will be appointed to investigate, he or she will have to be a methodological perfectly clever and clear what he wants to verify. But so far, evidence given in that report, it should not be difficult for the inquiry, if it is going to be undertaken. It should not be difficult for that inquiry to come up with the truth of the whole matter.
Yeah.
But you see, it's not a question of the question of where one gets the report, how he got it, and so on. It's not important. I was attracted to the report. I read it 5 times. 5 times, all those pages. And I could come up with a conclusion to say there is a prima facie evidence here which needs to be followed. Where he got it from, how he linked it, and so on. But whether it's here or not, I was impressed with the references which have been made in that report. That on that on that year, that on that month, this is what we did, this is what the report says, we verify and authenticated. So it's a self-explanatory report.
As we conclude the conversation, Ms. Majola, we know now, as I referenced earlier, that she is going to be spending her last day in office on Thursday, the 30th of November. What have you been told of the reasons for her early departure? And I place emphasis on early.
No, I didn't make any inquiries about her departure. All I concerned myself was to read what was presented to me. But I personally, I think what has happened here, because this report, I don't think it was submitted to the president only yesterday. This report was addressed to the president. Surely, it could well be that when she submitted it to her superiors, they didn't take kindly what she has written. Yeah, you'll make your own deductions.
Bantu Holomisa, let me thank you very much for your time, sir, leader of the United Democratic Movement. Well, it's all a matter of speculation for now, up until that committee in Parliament authenticates it, and he's made it clear that he did not get in touch with the soon-to-be former Director General, Thembisile Majola, to find out from her if this is indeed her report, but he says that's the job of that committee.